That's better. One thing I don't like is being out here, and even though it's a week before bow season starts, there still could be people doing stupid things. I'm trying this new Zoleo satellite tracking device when you're out hiking, hunting, whatever. I'm gonna try this out today, see how it works. So we did drop some pins in the trees to kind of see when you're going in really early in the morning and it's not light out yet. We did drop those pins, and that's kind of an interesting subject. Some people don't want to do that because it gives away your location, which I totally agree with. But if you strategically do it and you know where they are, people probably won't see them. You don't want to use tape or like vinyl banners, ribbon. I've seen that, and that's like a super dead giveaway. Or if you're putting tax, eyesight, if you're doing it down low, it might not be seen as easily. So you got to think about that when you do it. For this one, I'm just going to use the app, probably Go Hunt, and I'm just going to track myself in. This is actually between a parking area this way and a parking area that way, and so east and west. The cool thing is, this is a little bit of an incline to get in, so it's a pain in the butt, which will probably take 75% of the hunters who will do this. Just they won't hunt here. They won't have to go in through, whether they're older or just lazy. They don't want to go up this little ridge here. So I'm gonna check this area out. I think I can do a straight shot to a northwesterly hike to get over the actual ridge, which is my goal. That way we have a spot over here where we're originally in that previous video, which is on one side of the ridge, and then I want to go on the other side of the ridge to get another spot, because when the first day of rifle season comes, you're not sure where the wind's going to be. So I like to have two spots on either side to give myself options. The other thing is there's a water source on the other side of the ridge. So the ridge is 1,200 feet, 1,250, somewhere around there. I want to hike up over that, and then I also think that'll take a lot of the people out that want to, come out and hunt. They're not going to want to hike in for 30, 40 minutes, however long it's going to take me to get to where I want to go. Not a lot of people aren't going to do that, so you got to keep that in mind. So I got a Hill People gear Umalindi with a Aston pocket on the front, and I got all my stuff in here I'm going to use. Now granted, this is a lot to go on a scout, but I got a lot of stuff I got to carry, like tripods. So I'm trying to figure out what's a good spot and where's a good area for shooting lanes, as well as making a mock scrape. It's a little late in the season for that, but it might help. Got about a month until rifle. And then next week starts archery. And there was nobody in these woods this morning when I got here. 8 o'clock, nobody. Hiking in from in between these two parking areas just keeps you away from people and their entrances. There's going to be a ton of scent at that parking area and then at this parking area, so going in a different way, the way less taken, might be beneficial. I don't see any hunter banners up here. I did see them down below. So either they didn't come up this high, or they don't want you to know which way they went, or they want to go. I don't see any of those little banners on the trees anymore. This is getting towards the edge, a corner of the public land. So you can use that to your advantage somewhat, because unless you ask for permission, you're not allowed on private land. So that land's not being touched. So if you get on the edge of a public land, it can be beneficial to you. Mock scrape put together. Hopefully this helps for a month from now. A lot of people do this way earlier in the year, but I just didn't have time this year, so better late than never. Honestly, a nice shooting lane. A couple of them up on this little ridge up here. So I think this is where we're going to host up that day, first day of rifle season. So now, just time to roll out, but help people gear. And I got this little Suunto compass. I really like this one a lot. It actually fits right here. These tabs are supposed to connect to your backpack, but I never connect them up. So this is just the perfect size and orientation, honestly. I just go like this, and then I can check my bearing. The key is to be quiet, obviously. Twigs breaking. That's not good. It's predators. So everything's gonna run from that. Shuffling your feet instead of picking it up with a big is another thing. It's kind of how deer operate. And then I try to stay on top of the rocks as much as possible. Everest documentaries always say, and every experienced climber knows, going down is always more dangerous than going up. I'm starting to hear the road again. Sounds like a motorcycle pack.